Hey there. So my last video was titled that I had random pain from a random cause. Who could have ever thought why the pain was happening? I have given it a little bit of thought today while I've basically been bedridden for the first time in months, just thinking, what the hell did I do? And I think that is kind of a sign of progress overall. The fact that I can't even think about what I would have done. Like, my life is so normal now, I'm just doing stuff without thinking about it. But I'm pretty sure I know what happened. So, today's Monday. Saturday night, I went to my sister's to cut out mat boards. Mat boards are like the trim around pictures. So, I am a programmer by day and an artist by whenever. So, this guy here... Yeah, you can see this is the picture taped to the back. I cut out this mat board and punched a hole in it. I've got a tool to help me do it, but what it requires is me standing over a table, bending at the waist and leaning for long periods of time while pondering math, making measurements, fucking those measurements up and then taking them a million times again, and then finally making the cut. So... I mean, I did that I probably did that for at least 4 hours on Saturday night. So that was not something that immediately, like, I didn't get any immediate feedback of pain. I didn't have a moment where I suddenly seized up and went, oh, I made the mistake with my life. I didn't have any moment like that. I felt tired. And, whatever. And the next day when I woke up, I felt all right. It did feel like something was a little off, but I felt all right. And that's when I started another project. This guy. This is a cast iron skillet I bought for $10 at a yard sale, and it has rust on it, so I wanted to start de-rustifying it. So I took the heavy lid, leaned over my sink for probably half an hour, just listening to YouTube bullshit, and... scrubbing rust off of it, and I honestly think between those two activities, one being the night before and one the next morning, I think that my muscles were in a state of distress that I did not quite recognize. I went on my walk, and it didn't feel like a refreshing walk like all my other walks do. It didn't feel like no alarm, no sirens were going off in my body, but enough was wrong for me to notice, like, something's odd. And then I went to REI to try on new hiking clothes, and just something about bending over and trying on, picking up pants off the floor and just bending over just like that was enough to really kind of solidify my agony, I guess. Anyway, the pill I took so dramatically yesterday, I realized it's the muscle relaxer that didn't work. I don't know why I kept the fucking bottle, but like I was prescribed a muscle relaxant that didn't work, and then I was like, hey, how about one that does? And then I think it's cyclobenzaprine that does work. So I took one of those, and I slept most of today, or just sort of dozed most of today. I got comics to read and comment sections. The sewage of the internet, sure. I go on dumpster dives on YouTube comments, I do. It's horrible. You shouldn't do that to yourself, but I do. Anyway, so I mean, it hasn't been a completely, it hasn't been a day where I've just been sleeping and not doing anything else, but I did sleep a good chunk of it. And I think the only reason why I'm awake right now is my body is like, Becky, you need to drink water. So I'm drinking water and eating food and walking around my kitchen, and I'm actually happy with, I feel only a tiny bit of pain, and I won't even call it pain, just discomfort even. We'll bump it from pain to discomfort, just a little bit of discomfort walking around like this, but walking is good, and so I just need to take it really slow and do my walking just a little bit. It really is like I've regressed to like the first few weeks post-op, because like I'm even wearing my brace right now. I'm wearing my brace. I'm walking in slow, timid circles around my kitchen. My kitchen's a fucking mess because I cannot deal with cleaning right now. I cannot be bothered. I'm trying to figure out my pain. But yeah, anyway, I think that's a pretty reasonable explanation for what probably happened. So I probably won't be doing that anytime soon. I've got siblings I can possibly, if I need more pictures cut out, I have the tools, may as well use them. I have the boards, I may as well use them, but I also have some friends and some siblings that I can bribe properly. I can incentivize them in ways so I can continue my art project and stuff. And man, anyway, I'll post an update when I'm feeling better and let y'all know how that process went, but this is how I think it's gonna go. I think I'm gonna continue to drug myself with muscle relaxants and Aleve to keep the inflammation down, and I'm just gonna keep, I'm not gonna drive until this feels better, so I'll call out of work if I need to, or work from home, and I'm just gonna go from laying down to walking and fuck sitting 100%. Anyway, I'll post that video whenever everything gets better. So yeah, take care of yourselves.